Hello guys, this is Akshay Daga and welcome back to APDaga's Dumbbox. And in this video, we are going to talk about filter function in Python. So in our earlier video, we have talked about map function in Python. We have talked about reduce function in Python. So in this video, we are going to focus on filter function. So you are seeing my Jupyter notebook. Let's say filter it from the name itself, you get the idea that filter function will filter the elements as per your logic. So the input should be some collection where all the elements are there, and based on all those elements, you want to do some filter operation as per your condition. So let's talk about filter function. So if I write filter, so it will show me, if I press shift tab, it will show me the definition. You can see. So this is the doc string, which is very much important for us. Okay. So I'll comment this first. I'll write it. This is what filter function is expecting. What it is expecting? First argument should be some function name. Okay. And or you can pass none also, function or none. And second argument as a iterable, just similar to map. But there are some difference. I'll talk about what is the difference between filter operation and map operation. Okay. Iterable. What is iterable and all? I have already covered in my earlier video. Search for that on my YouTube. Go to my channel and you can search iterable in Python. You will get it. Now, let's consider there is a list L and the elements are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay. Now I want to perform filter operation so that I'll get all the even elements from this list L. Okay. So first way, I can do it using a for loop for I in L. I'll not use filter function directly. First, I'll clear out the logic how we can do that. So for I in L, what I can do, if I mod 2 equal to 0, this is a condition to check whether it is even or not. If this is true, then what I'll do, out dot append, I'll write I, and I'll create a new variable first, like out equal to, it is a blank list, and at the end I'll just print the variable out. Now you can see out of all these elements, all the even elements are filtered out correctly. Now I want to do the same operation. I can do the same operation using filter function. How? I'll write filter, and then I had to pass some function name. I'll write that function. It is a custom function, not built-in one. And I'll pass the iterable, that is L. Okay. So I had to write that function def. The logic will be same, whichever I have written over here. So what I'll write, def, that is defining is even. I think is even here function is a built-in function. Is even number. I'll write something like this. Is even number. I'll pass one element A, and I'll write if A mod 2 equal to 0, then return A. Okay. So that is a logic. So if I do this, it is throwing me, it is giving output as a filter object. So I want to print it. So I'll convert the object into a list so that it will be printable. And you can see I got the exactly same output. Okay. So it is similar to that of our map function. Like syntax and everything is almost same. But only the change is, where is the change? Whatever function name you pass here, you have to write a logic here for filtration operation. There we have written in map function, we have written a logic for, in our case, it was a square operation, right? So here we are writing a logic for filter operation. So only that much is the difference. Otherwise, syntax is same. Now I'll show you how we can do the same thing using lambda function. Using lambda function. So syntax is same, filter. The second argument is L, and first argument, instead of function name, I'll write lambda x, and output should be x mod 2 equal to 0. So what will happen? See in here, in our lambda function, what we have done, basically x is the input. So x will take all the elements of L one by one. Okay. All the elements from L one by one. then in output, what it will do, the output will be like x mod 2 equal to 0. If x mod 2 equal to 0, this condition is satisfied, then it will throw true. If it is not satisfied, then it will throw false, right? And whenever the lambda function will return as a true, then that element of L will be kept as output, will be added in the output, otherwise it will be removed from the output. So I will show you that. You, one second, filter, there is a spelling mistake. Okay, now you can see I want to print it, so I'll convert it into a list. Okay, so that it will be visible, and I got exactly same output. Now let's talk about difference between, first of all, before this I'll show you only how lambda function works. I'll just talk about this. Okay, it is a function, so I'll write f equal to this function. Okay, and now if I pass some elements in f, so like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, you can see, one second, I made some mistake, list. Okay, no, oh sorry, it should be like this. Okay, 0, what is unsupported operand type percent unlist. Okay, fine, my mistake, I should pass one more element. So it is, if it is 1, you can see it is giving me output as a false. If I pass some even number, it will give me output as a true, right? So that is the case. So this is how lambda function works. And here you have seen, wherever the output of lambda function is true, that value is added in the output, and wherever the output of lambda function is false, then that function is not added in a output, right? But if I try to do the almost same operation, if I try to apply map operation here, so instead of filter operation, you will get to know what is the difference between filter and map. So I'll write map, exactly same, I'll write lambda x mod 2, exactly same. Okay, I'll pass L, and because I want to print the output, I'll convert the whole thing into list. You can see I got the output as, one second, it should be 0. Fine. So you can see I got the output in the form of true and falses, right? Why? Because what this lambda function is doing, it is the output of lambda function is true or false. It is clear from here, right? So map function just maps the number of elements to some other number of elements. So here 1 is mapped to false, 2 is mapped to true, 3 is mapped to false, 4 is mapped to true, and so on. But instead of this, in the same syntax, if I use filter operation, wherever there is output as a true, that value will be kept and the remaining values will be filtered out. Okay, that's it. I'll show you the same thing. Once again, I'll just write it down why I did it. Difference between map and filter function. Because why I'm clearing this, many people think that map and filter are almost same, but it is not same. And what is the difference? That's what I have shown you over here, right? There is one more way. If you find it little bit difficult to understand, there is one more way which is logically easy to understand to do filter operation using lambda function, and that is filter using lambda. Example 2. Okay, so what I'll write, filter, the second argument is L, the first one is lambda x the output is x if x mod 2 equal to 0, else none. Now it is clear what lambda function is doing. It is saying for input x, return x if x is even, else return nothing, right? And if I do this, I can see, okay, I'll convert it to the list just to print it. If I see, I got exactly same output, right? But let's try to do the same thing. Instead of filter, I'll just write map. See, it just did mapping thing. 1 is mapped to none, 2 is mapped to 2, 3 is mapped to none, 4 is mapped to 4, right? So that is the difference between filter and map function. That's it. Guys, I hope you understood how filter function works and what kind of argument it accept, what it accept and what it returns. Okay, so that's it. And if you got some information knowledge from this video, please do each and everything you can do to encourage me. Like this video, comment, share, subscribe, do each and everything to encourage this video. Spread it to more and more your friends and family who are interested into Python. And this is Akshay Daga signing off. Thank you. Bye bye.